Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mariam Isa. I am a graduate of the Lagos State University, Ojo, where I studied Islamic Studies Education. And I said my mandate is the empowerment of female Muslims. I started this journey 2020 during the outbreak of COVID-19. Is someone with me? If you are with me, please type yes. So I started this program during the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2020. People were stranded, people were at home. So I see the need to empower females. Then I organized the program whereby we had the spiritual aspect, we had the health aspect, and we had the empowerment aspect. And like I said yesterday, even though you did not hear me, that this time around we won't be having the marital aspect. Actually, we should have the marital aspect where we have a guest speaker that will be speaking to the singles, and also the one that will be speaking with the married. In the previous sessions 2020 and 2022 we had that, but this time around, Qadar I was having exams weeks before now, so which affected my plan for this program. But I've determined it that this program will come, and alhamdulillah, I mean, here we are today, we are actualizing it. So in 2020 we were able to carry out the program, and in 20, please, for the sake of Allah, mute yourself. Don't unmute yourself there. Please don't disrupt this program. Don't disrupt this program. Who is that? Mute yourself, please. I'll remove you once I see that you are talking. I'll just remove you. Please. Who is Ahmed? Ahmed. I need to see that person. Ahmed. Okay. Like I said, in 2020, we were able to start the program. 2021, I was not able to organize the program because I just graduated. Then actually, I was supposed to graduate 2020, but because of the COVID-19, the program extended till 2021. So I was trying to settle down around 2021, so we could not have the program. But last year, alhamdulillah, I mean, we had the program again. And here we are today, alhamdulillah, I mean, the program is also, live. So our guest speaker will be with us in the next 3 minutes to talk to us on the concept of Tawakul. Yesterday we had our guest speaker, Dr. Hikmat. She talked about tracking our period, and she actually discussed a lot around that topic, in which I appreciate her a lot. I appreciate her so much. So please, for the sake of Allah, if you are here now and you've unmuted yourself, I've muted everybody. But if you are here and you've unmuted yourself, please kindly mute yourself. Because once I just get to know that person, I will remove you and you won't have access to this program again. Who is Alam Yekin? I'm so sorry, I've removed that person. Sister Ozena as well, I've removed her. Please don't disrupt this class for the sake of Allah. I've told you before now, mute yourself. Hey, subhanallah. You are here again to disrupt this class. Who are these people? Who is Kauzak? Kauzak, kindly mute yourself. Hey, subhanallah. Hmm. Subhanallah. Kauzak. Hey, subhanallah. Please, who are these persons now? In the next 1 minute, our guest speaker will be here with us. At least now I've removed 5 persons. I've removed 5 persons and you still keep on unmuting yourself. That we actually moved from Google Meet to this place just because we do not want any distraction. I think this place will be safer. That is the reason I try to move you down here from Google Meet to this space. Mashallah. Now, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ustaza Idayat, please, ma, you have the floor, ma. You can now talk to us, ma. Yeah, I'm thinking. Now, Ustaza, ma.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ma.
Can you hear me, sister?
Nam, we can hear you, ma.
Alhamdulillah. I'm sure everyone can also hear me, right?
Now you can hear you.
Alhamdulillah. So, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفر نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فهو المهتدي فلا مضل له ومن يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم آت نفسي تقواها وزكيها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها. My dear sisters, أحييكم بتحية الخالدة. I greet you all with the eternal greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ma.
So, firstly, my praise go to Allah Almighty for giving me this great an opportunity to be here today. Alhamdulillah. And my gratitude and appreciation also go to the organizer of this program, Sister Mariam Isa, mashallah. Thank you for giving me this great opportunity because this is what I love to do. I love to talk about Islam. I love to explain concepts of Islam to people, no matter how the topic is. I want them to know more about the religion. Just as the Prophet has said, he said, "Man yuridillahu bihi khayran yufaqihu fid din." That if Allah wishes good for a person, He makes him understand the religion. So today, inshallah, we want to understand the concept of tawakkul. So before I proceed, I'll need your participation, sisters. I'm glad to have you all here with me. And I also need you to tell me what you understand by tawakkul. When we say we have tawakkul in Allah, what does this mean? What is your understanding about it? Please type and let me see if you have any idea about what tawakkul is. So keep dropping your comments. What do we mean by tawakkul? What can you tell me about tawakkul? What do you understand about having tawakkul in Allah? What does it mean? I can't see anything yet. Can you all hear me?
Yes, they are
Of
typing in
Allah.
the chat box, ma.
Okay, so mashallah, steadfastness, that is beautiful. Wow, total reliance on Allah, to trust Allah, relying on Allah, mashallah. You all are actually correct. And I love the fact that you were all sincere. So, sincerity actually means when you say the right thing. So, you all said the right thing, which is the fear of Allah, to trust Allah, to rely on Allah. But mostly people are sincere. But what about integrity? To understand the real concept of tawakkul, we need integrity. Integrity, who can tell me the difference between sincerity and integrity? What is the difference? Now you all are sincere. You all said the right thing, the fear of Allah, um, reliance on Allah. So this is sincerity. So what is the integrity? We really need integrity to understand the concept of tawakkul. So what is the difference between sincerity and integrity? Please, I need your participation, sisters. Sincerity refers to doing what is, uh-huh, and integrity, mashallah. So sincerity is what you do and everyone can see that you are sincere. But integrity is what you do within yourself even if no one is seeing you. So how can you say you have tawakkul on Allah and yet you are still worried? So you are lacking integrity if you do that. So our saying needs to come with the action. We need to understand that relying on Allah, it means we've dropped everything for Allah to handle it for us. So we shouldn't worry about anything. We should just drop it for Allah. So, and again, we need to know Allah before we can believe in Him. We need to know that Allah is the Almighty. Innahu ala kulli shay'in qadir. Inna Allaha ala kulli shay'in qadir. He's capable of all our worries, no matter what we are going through, no matter everything. As long as we want to rely on Him, then we should believe that Allah is the powerful. He has power over everything, all our affairs. So you don't have tawakkul when you become sad and you lose hope in Allah. You don't have tawakkul. Some people they gave up to the extent that they were thinking of committing suicide. So that is not tawakkul. A Muslim that believes in relying on Allah shouldn't worry about anything. You should just keep hoping. You should keep praying to Allah Almighty. So, inshallah, I'll be giving us examples from the Quran about the prophets, the previous prophets. As we all know, Allah gave us some stories in the Quran which we can learn from. E.g., the story of Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. So we all know the story of Prophet Yunus when he was in the belly of the fish. Mashallah, three darkness. It happens at night. He was in the darkness, deep down the ocean, and also inside the belly of the fish. And yet, he did not lose hope. He did not lose tawakkul on Allah. He still believed that his prayers would be answered. He believed that he is relying on the Almighty, the one that is worthy to be relied on. So he did not lose hope. He said to Allah inside the belly of the fish, he said, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. And at the end of it, Allah helped him because he believed Allah will help him. He trusted Allah. And at the end of it, Allah actually came through for him. Also, Prophet Yusuf, Prophet Yaqub, Yusuf's father, when he heard the news that Yusuf had been killed, yet he did not believe his son was killed. Even the circumstances might be difficult for him, but yet he keeps relying on Allah. He keeps praying. He did not lose hope. And at the end of it, Allah grants him what he needed. So these are the people that understood the concept of tawakkul. So we as a Muslim, we should also imitate them. We should follow their method because Allah has given us the examples of these people in the Quran so we can learn from them all. So another thing I want to tell you is that there is a story of prophets Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. I love Prophet Musa so much because his story inspires me a lot, mashallah. So at the point of their enemies, like they were running and their enemies were behind them, among of the front of them was an ocean, like sea, nowhere to go. Are you getting it? And behind them were Fir'aun, that they were meaning to kill them. You get it? So at this point, the Bani Israel, they were scared that, oh my God, Musa, tell your Lord to help us. Even in this situation, Musa kept hoping in Allah. He did not give up. He still believed that Allah will come through for him. He said, Inna Maya Rabbi Sayahdin. And what did Allah did? Allah killed the stick at the ocean and Allah split it and make way for him. So this is how every Muslim should always believe in Allah. You need to trust Allah. You need to know that there is nothing impossible for Allah, no matter your situation. Know that Allah has power over everything. There is nothing impossible for him. So this is another lesson. So inshallah, I'm going to be reading out story from the Quran in Surah Al-Qasas. I want us to follow up with this reading, and so we can gain lots of lessons as well from this surah, Surah Al-Qasas, from from verse 14, inshallah, to verse 30. I'm going to be explaining it and we'll be deriving some lessons from the story of Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. So Prophet Musa, Allah mentioned the story of Prophet Musa right from when he was little till when he grew up. Okay? So Allah said in the Quran, He said, وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ أَشُدَّهُ وَاسْتَوَى آتَيْنَاهُ حُكْمًا وَعِلْمًا. That after Musa has reached the age of maturity, now he is matured. A bit, I'm going to be moving out of the topic so we'll understand it more better, inshallah. But at the end, you all will see how Musa alayhi salam relied on Allah. Difficult situation, and yet he did not give up. So you need to believe in Allah. If you don't believe in Allah, you can't rely on Him. You need to know who you are relying on. That Allah can seize you, it knows what you are going through. So no matter the situation, just know that it is a testing from Allah. Always pass the test, no matter how difficult it is. And if you don't have tawakkul, know that at the end of it you'll be disappointed. So it is better for us to pass the test. So this is the story of Prophet Musa. Allah tested him even before his prophethood. Allah said in the Quran, He said, وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ أَشُدَّهُ وَاسْتَوَى آتَيْنَاهُ حُكْمًا وَعِلْمًا. Then when Prophet Musa had grown up, he is now matured, we gave him strength, we gave him knowledge, and also we gave him wisdom because now he is matured, he has the power, he is grown. So we gave him knowledge and wisdom. وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. That this is how we give those that are doing good. We reward those that are doing good. So this is how we reward them. If you are doing good, Allah will give you strength and knowledge, wisdom. He gives you everything. So Allah said, وَدَخَلَ الْمَدِينَةَ عَلَى حِينِ غَفْلَةٍ مِّنْ أَهْلِهَا. That Prophet Musa, now he is now a grown-up man. He was inside the he was in the city. He entered inside the city just to, to walk around. Then he saw two men. فَوَجَدَ مِنْهَا رَجُلَيْنِ يَقْتَتِلَانِ. فَوَجَدَ فِيهَا رَجُلَيْنِ يَقْتَتِلَانِ. He found two men in the city. They were fighting. One of these men called upon Musa that, Musa, come and help me. Because one of the man, he's from the people of Musa, the Bani Israel, and the other man is from the Qibti, the enemy of Musa. So these two men were fighting, and the one from Musa people called upon Musa, Musa, come and help me. Come and help me against our enemy. Then Musa actually helped him. He defended the one from his side. He punched the other party, and then the persons died. Musa did not intended to kill the person, but mistakenly the punch, maybe due to the strength Allah gave to him, Prophet Musa mistakenly killed this person. So imagine you just walking. You never expected trouble. You never expected problem, and suddenly problem just arrived like that. Are you getting it? So we are actually learning from our prophets. When Prophet Musa saw this, he said, what did he say? He said, قال هذا من عمل الشيطان. This is from the work of shaitan. This is from the deed of shaitan. And then he seek for forgiveness from Allah to forgive him. That, Ya Allah, forgive me. This is a mistake and it is from the work of shaitan. Ya Allah, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Then Allah promised him that he had forgiven, if he has forgiven him. So Allah forgave him in the Quran, according to the Quran. And then Allah said to him, he said, قال رب إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فغفر له إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. So he said that, Ya Allah, I have wronged myself by killing this person. So please, Ya Allah, forgive me. Then Allah forgave him because Allah is the most forgiving, most merciful. So you can just in any circumstances, problem can just come to you. And Allah is even telling us that any problem we encounter, we should always seek for his forgiveness. So no matter the problem, the matter you are facing, seek forgiveness from Allah. Ask Allah for forgiveness because this is also from the practice of our prophet, Prophet Musa. He encountered the prophet. He knew that, the problem, he knew that this is actually from the work of Shaitan. And then he seek for forgiveness. And Allah promised him that he has forgiven him. He also continued. He said, قال رب بما أنعمت علي فلن أكون ظهيرا للمجرمين. That, Ya Allah, from your mercy upon me, from your favor upon me, don't let me to be in the side of wicked people. Are you getting it? Don't let me to be a supporter of wicked people because I was actually going and this happened. So, Ya Allah, don't make me be around when and the wicked people are actually doing their deeds. So, Ya Allah, don't make me be among the supporter of wicked people. Then he was actually afraid because of what happened. He killed someone by mistake. So he was afraid to go around. He was hidden everywhere in the city. He did not know where to go. He was just roaming about because he did not want the news to spread around the city. Am I communicating? So the next day, فَأَصْبَحَ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ خَائِفًا يَتَرَقَّبُ. Allah is telling us in the Quran that the next day Prophet Musa was actually wandering in the he was wandering in the city, fearful, in the state of fear that, Ya Allah, please help me. How can I come out of this problem? Are you getting it? Then he saw this man that called him yesterday to come and help him. He saw him again seeking for his help. The man was shouting, he was crying out, Ya Musa, come and help me. Come and help me against our enemy. Musa has not done yet with the first problem, and this person is still calling upon him to come and help him. Subhanallah. Then Musa said, definitely you are a quarrelsome fellow. Definitely, you are a quarrelsome fellow because I helped you yesterday, and now again you are still fighting another person and you want me to help you. Then Prophet Musa tried to be careful this time around to separate them and to, before Prophet Musa could lay his hands on the person, on the other party, the person just shouted, Musa, do you intend to kill me just like you killed the person yesterday? which means the news is spreading in the city already that Prophet Musa killed someone. So after this, the news spread, and a man came from afar to Musa, to Prophet Musa. He told Prophet Musa that, Musa, you have to move out of this city because the armies, the chief, they are conspiring meeting against you to kill you. So you need to run out of this city. You need to run out. If you don't run out, they will kill you. So Musa listened to the advice. So you just imagine being in a situation you never expected, you something like that will just happen to you, and also you had to leave your city unprepared. Nobody prepared that. He did not even prepare that he will be leaving his city, that such will happen to him. So this is where the tawakkul of Allah came in. Am I communicating? So Musa at this point he had to leave Egypt. He ran out of the city, he left the city and ran for his life. And then what did he do in this situation? He did not lose hope, he did not kill himself. He was not happy, but at the same time, he still knew that we all make mistakes and definitely Allah can help anyone. Are you getting it? So he cried to Allah and he prayed. So if we find ourselves in any situation, we shouldn't forget to pray. We shouldn't give up in prayer, because prayer is also another thing that brings us closer to Almighty Allah. So Prophet Musa said to Allah, he said, قال رب نجني من القوم الظالمين, that yeah Allah, help me from the wrongdoer people. So when ولما توجه تلقاء مدين قال رب عسى أن يهديني سواء السبيل. So he left his town, his city, he left Egypt. So he was going directly to Madian. There is a town called Madian. Yet he keeps praying. He knew not where he was going to, but he still hoped that if he leave his city, surely the help of Allah will come. So he keeps praying, Ya Allah, guide me. Asa Rabbi an yahdiyani sawa as-sabil. He asks Allah to guide him. He asks Allah to guide him to the right path. He did not lose hope, my sisters. Musa alayhi salam did not lose hope. He had nowhere he was going to. He had no family. All his family were in Egypt. So he left Egypt, he left his hometown, he went to another city, knowing no one, but he trusted Allah and he believed Allah would surely make way for him. He prayed to Allah, Ya Allah, guide me to the right path. So Allah continued with the story. Allah said, وَلَمَّا وَرَدَ مَاءَ مَدْيَنَ وَجَدَ عَلَيْهِ أُمَّةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ يَسْقُونَ. Allah told us that when Prophet Musa got to the well of Madian, he saw a group of people. They were watering their sheep like the herdsmen. He saw them when he got to the well of Madian. Maybe he wanted to drink water. So he saw a group of people um watering their sheep like that. So he noticed that there was behind these men two women that were not watering their own sheep. They were just standing behind. So Prophet Musa went to these two women to ask them that, why are you not watering your own animal just like these men are doing? So the two women replied Musa, they replied him and they said, قالت لا نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء, that we are not going to water our animal until these men are done. وأبونا شيخ كبير, that our father is an old man. So we are staying here until these men they finish watering their animal, then we can now go. So Allah completed, Allah said, فَسَقَى لَهُمَا ثُمَّ تَوَلَّى إِلَى الذِّلِّ. Allah said that Prophet Musa helped these two ladies to water their animals. Even when he is in a problem, he did not even expect anything from these two ladies. He just helped them. So sometimes we might find ourselves in problem. That shouldn't stop us from helping others. in our own capable way. If you have the means to help others, even when in a problem, help. Because maybe by helping these people, Allah can bring help for you from there. Are you getting it? So this is another lesson. So Prophet Musa helped these two women to water their animals. Am I communicating? He helped them to water their animals. And then after he continued, he did not even explain to these two women anything because he was not expecting anything from these women. He just helped them willingly because all his hope is Allah will surely send me my own helper. So he helped these two women. And after he completed, he sat on the shade of the tree. He sat there and then he kept praying. So Prophet Musa keeps praying. My sisters, any situation you find yourself, don't leave prayer. Trust Allah that no matter how difficult it is, Allah will surely come for you. So after he helped the two ladies, he prayed. He said, قال فقال رب إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. That's my Lord, I'm in need or I'm desperate of whatever provision you have for me in store. Ya Allah, I need your help. I have no one I'm going to or nowhere I'm going to. Ya Allah, just help me. I'm very desperate in need of any help you can do to me. So this is another dua you all can learn from. Maybe you are in need of anything from Allah. You can say the dua of Prophet Musa alayhi salam. He said, Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. My Lord, I'm in need, any provision you have for me in store. So he just sat under the tree, on the shade of the tree. He keeps praying to Almighty Allah for helper to come for him. Then these two ladies, Allah continued the story. Allah said, فَجَاءَتْهُ إِحْدَاهُمَا تَمْشِي عَلَى إِسْتِحْيَاءٍ. That one of these two ladies came back to the place. So he came back and met Musa alayhi salam. Then she said, um, Inna abi yad'uka liyajziyaka ajra ma saqaita lana. So she said to Musa that, oh man, my father is calling you. My father said you should come to compensate you on what you've done for us. So imagine he cried to Allah, and Allah made these two ladies tell their father when they got home. And from the mercy of Allah, from his prayer being accepted, this lady came back and she met Musa alayhi salam under the tree to tell him that my father is calling you. He wants to compensate you, he wants to reward you for what you've done for us just by helping them to water their animal. Imagine. So help can come from anywhere. Even when Musa needed help, he did not expect anything from the ladies. He was just helping on his own, and subhanallah, his own help came from them. I hope I'm communicating. Inshallah, I'll type the dua maybe after the program, inshallah. So the lady came back to Prophet Musa alayhi salam to tell him that her father or their father is calling him to come. So Musa went to their father, mashallah, and Allah continued. Allah said, وَقَصَّ عَلَيْهِ الْقَصَصَ قَالَ لَا تَخَفْ نَجَوْتَ مِنَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. So Prophet Musa went to the father of these two ladies and he explained everything that happened, what made him be in Madian. He told him about the crime he mistakenly committed in Egypt. So the father told Musa that, okay, don't be fearful, don't worry, you are safe in this town. So one of the ladies told their father, قالت إحداهما يا أبتي استهجر, that my father, hire this man. Ya Abati Stahjil. My father, I want you to hire this man. This is just like a suggestion. So she was suggesting to her father that hire this man. Inna khayra man istajarta al amin, that the best man you can hire is the strong and trustworthy. So this lady, they already knew that, oh, Musa is a strong and trustworthy man. So they suggested to their father to hire Musa alayhi salam. So the father proposed to Musa alayhi salam. The father said, قال إني أريد أن أنكحك إحدى بنتي هاتين على أن تأجرني ثمانية حجج. So the father told Prophet Musa alayhi salam that I want to I want to Oh, sorry. So the father told Musa alayhi salam that I want you to serve me for 8 years. I will marry you to one of my daughters. I want to marry you to one of my daughters with the condition that you will serve me for 8 years. Wa in atmamta ashran famin indik. That can you hear me now? Please, can you hear me?
We are perfectly hearing you, ma. Probably it's our network.
Someone
It's
said
just
this,
our network.
the voice is breaking.
That's our network. Probably our location.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
ma. It is clear. Yeah, very
So,
clear.
Alhamdulillah. So, the man told Prophet Musa alayhi salam that, okay, I want you to marry one of my daughter with the condition that you serve me for 8 years. You work with me for 8 years. Wa in atmamta ashran famin indik. And if you want to complete 10 years, then that will be a favor from you. But what I needed from you is just for you to serve me for 8 years. Then Prophet Musa agreed to serve the man for 8 years. He said, um, Qala dhalika bayni wa baynak, that this is an agreement between me and you, Father. Ayyam al ajalaini qadaytu, any of these years I fulfill, then Allah is our witness. So he agreed to help the man. So this is another lesson, sisters. See how Allah favored Prophet Musa. He had nowhere to go, and mashallah, Allah came through for him. He got an helper that he was able to even have a home, and also he got a wife. Are you getting it? So don't give up in any situation. Any situation can also bring you another new opportunity. Are you getting it? So a Muslim should always believe that Allah can see you, He can hear you, He knows what you are going through. All you just have to do is to keep praying. Never leave dua. Never leave salat. Are you getting it? So, anyone who relies on Allah, you will never be disappointed because Allah has promised us that He will come true for us. He will answer our prayers. So, maybe your prayers is not being answered now. Don't give up. Okay? So, let me continue with the story. So, Allah said, فَلَمَّا قَضَى مُوسَى الْأَجَلَ, that after Musa has completed the one of the terms and condition, maybe he completed 8 years, so now he's now missing his home, which is Egypt. He wants to travel back to his home with his family. So he was now traveling. Through his traveling, anasa min janibi turi nara, he saw a fire from the side of the mountain. So he told his family that, stay here. Imkusu inni anastu nara. Stay here, all of you. I just spotted fire right there. So maybe people are there to direct us. Let me go there if I can get any information. So I'll come back to you. And if there is no information, maybe I can even get from the fire so it can warm up, like it can warm us up because they traveled at the time of winter. Am I communicating? So he told his family to stay behind, that he wants to go to that fire. Maybe he can get any news from there, or he can bring from their fire for them to warm their body. So when he got to the fire, فلما أتاها نودي من شاطئ الوادي الأيمن البقعة المباركة من الشجرة. So when he got to the fire, what happened was that there was a voice. The voice was saying, Ya Musa, Ya Musa, Allah said it in the Quran that he heard a voice that says, Ya Musa. And the voice said, Inni anallahu Rabbul Alameen, that I am Allah, the Lord of Alameen. Am I communicating? So Allah told Musa alayhi salam to drop his stick. So this is another tawakkul, another form of tawakkul. Allah told him to drop his stick. He listened to the word of Allah. He dropped his stick, but to his surprise, the stick started to vibrate. It was vibrating. So when the stick vibrated, he was fearful, like he had to run. Then Allah called him back. Come near, Ya Musa. Don't fear, because you are perfectly secure. You don't have to fear. It is Allah that is with you. So you are perfectly secure. So when the stick was shaking, it turned to a big snake that made Musa to run away. Then Allah called him back. Pick the snake. Are you getting it? And then after he picked it, he turned back to the staff, like the stick. So Allah also told him, put your hands inside your pockets and bring it out. It will come out radiant, like white and shining. Your hands will be shining if you bring them out. So don't be scared. This is normal, and it won't harm you. Are you getting it? Without blemish, like you are safe. So these two signs, the sign of the stick and also the sign of the shining hand, is a proof for you to go to Pharaoh. So this is when the Prophet Musa received the first revelation from Allah. So when he killed someone by mistake, he has not become a prophet then. So this is the time Allah wants him to become a prophet. So he was scared that, yeah, Allah, I'm just trying to go to my hometown secretly, and now you are even sending me to Pharaoh. Then he told Allah. Allah already knows, but he still had to say it. He said, قال رب إني قتلت منهم نفسا. That, oh my Lord, I killed one of them. So now if I should go to them, I'm scared that they might kill me. You get it? So then he continued. He told Allah that قال ربي إني قتلت منهم نفسا فأخاف أن يقتلون. I'm scared that if I go back to them, they might kill me. So وأخي هارون هو أفصح مني لسانا, that my brother Harun is more eloquent. Please, even if I have to go to Pharaoh, let my brother support me. Let him support me. Let us go there together, so that, because my brother is more eloquent, and so that they can believe me, so that they won't reject what I have for them. Then Allah told him, Allah said, um, قال سنشد عضدك بأخيك ونجعل لكما سلطان. Allah said, okay, we are going to assist you with your brother. Your brother is going to come with you, and we are going to grant both of you opportunity, that the Pharaoh, they won't have power over you. They won't be able to hurt you. As long as you pass these two information to them, you give them this true proof that this is from Allah, because the Pharaoh, they are ungodly people, tyrants. They were spoiling the land. So Allah had to send Prophet Musa to them to correct them that Allah is one. Allah is the God of everything. You people have to change your character. This is not godly. So Allah wants Prophet Musa to deliver his message to Pharaoh. And at this point, this is another exhibition of tawakkul from Prophet Musa. Now he just had to follow the command of Allah. He was not even fearful of Pharaoh. As long as Allah has promised him that he should he should trust him, he should just deliver his message, that he, Allah, is going to protect him. So Allah promised him, and he followed, and Allah did not disappoint him. When he got to Pharaoh, he showed Pharaoh the two evidence, and yet they disbelieve. Are you getting it? And at the end of the day, Allah did not um forsake Prophet Musa. So this is another lesson for us, that if we see any promise from Allah, maybe in the Quran or the Prophet promised us that if we do this, Allah is not going to disappoint us, Allah will grant us, we shouldn't doubt Allah. You see, Musa did not doubt Allah, and Allah came through for him. Allah helped him even in the land that he had no family. And now again, Allah also helped him in the hands of Fir'aun. Fir'aun can actually kill Musa, but Allah protected him because that was the promise of Allah to him. Allah said, "We will protect you as long as you deliver our message." Are you getting it? So this is another lesson. And I think I have to stop here. Thank you so much for listening. This is the question and answer segment now. And Jazakumullahu khairan.
Amin ya Rabbi Antuma, Fajazakumullah khairan. In fact, I did not want you to stop. Honestly, I'm just like learning, gaining a lot from. Mashallah, may Allah reward you in both works. Jazakumullah khairan. In fact, the way you approach the topic is just so amazing. Wallahi, if you can just continue, honestly, I'm so sure everybody wanted to continue. May Allah reward you. So, before the question and answer session, please. Ustaza Idaya is a student of Sharia from the University of Kuwait, and she has YouTube channel. Please follow her. She always give us like wonderful lectures, wonderful mind-blowing lectures, enlightenment. Please follow that YouTube channel. I've sent the description of the YouTube channel in the group. So please you can check that and follow her. I'll also type it out, and I think she will also do that, inshallah. So please follow her to get this kind of lectures every time. Please let's do that. Let's just follow her. This is the way we can just reward her, because in fact I just want to say this. I did not expect this wallahi, even though I've been expecting something special, but not this wallahi. In fact, I'm just like I'm refreshing my iman. Wallahi, I'm just having another kind of iman, honestly, because the tawakkul I was expecting is not this. But jazakumullah khairan, ma. May Allah reward you abundantly. May Allah reward you. In fact, because you've changed our mindset this night. May Allah also accept your dua, grant you the best in both works, ma. Jazakumullah khairan, ma.
Allah
Now,
yakseekum.
yes, ma. So questions can now come in. Please type the question. She will be reading them and she will be responding. Please type them. Type the questions. Don't use voice notes. So she will be reading them and she will be responding. Jazakumullah khairan.
Someone actually asked me question when I was they said I should tell them about the dua. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. Can't see any question. Allah yakseekum. Amin ya Rab. Amin. I think I've covered up every question they had in mind because I can't see any question here. They keep praying.
Tamina Lawal is asking a question, ma.
Okay, what's she saying? I can't see that.
She says she wants to make it personal. Allah Akbar.
Really? Okay, you can give
Yes.
her my number.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Jazakumullah khairan. Okay, she will drop. Of course, of course. We'll drop the YouTube link. But please, okay, someone is asking another question. How can one gain khushu on Salat?
You can actually get khushu in salat when you remember that you are talking to Allah. You are with Allah. So you have to feel it that you are standing in front of Allah. And Allah told us in the Quran that whenever we are reading Surah Al-Fatiha, it's just like we conversating with Allah. If we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Allah replied us that Hamadani Abdi. Are you getting it? So Allah is also responding to us. This comes in an hadith of Sahih. So whenever you remember that, oh, once I say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Allah is responding, then at this time you gain more khushu' that, oh, I'm with my Lord. Allahu Akbar. Drop everything that might be distracting you. Allah is more greater than anything that you might be thinking of. Are you thinking of your husband while praying? Allahu Akbar. Allah is more greater than that. So, by remembering all these things, think you should focus more when praying, inshallah.
Someone said, what is the meaning of khushu'?
For sure, mean like how do I even say it? To be like to put all your mind in something and not allowing anything to distract you from it. Are you getting it? Like praying now. Your full mind is in it that, oh, I'm praying. So you are not even distracted. You are not thinking of anything else except the salat. Are you getting it? So that is khushu. Anyone that is praying and is thinking of any other thing is not having khushu. So khushu is you dedicated everything, your mind, your soul to that thing you are doing. I hope I'm communicating.
Nah. Okay, someone asked, she said, please, how can one love to pray? Salat.
When you love Allah, automatically that will come like so easy. You just try and love Allah, and you really love to pray to Him, to draw closer to Him. You can see Prophet Musa, right? He understood the meaning of Almighty Allah, having Iman, having Tawakul in Allah. So they did not even teach him before he keeps praying to him. You get it? So just try and find any way you can do and also pray about it that Allah should make you love him and every other thing will come easily, inshallah.
Okay, someone asked, does it mean without gaining khushu', our salat is not valid?
No, it is valid, but you won't be getting complete reward.
Okay. Okay, some
Khushu
persons
is
are asking,
different from salat. Salat is like you observing the obligatory, like what Allah commanded you to do. That is salat. So khushu is gaining another reward that, so you put your whole heart on that thing, on that worship. So of course you'll be getting reward and your salat will be valid, inshallah.
okay, someone is asking, she said, the Musa you are talking about, alayhi salatu wasalam, is it the same prophet, Musa, alayhi salatu wasalam, and where can we get the story?
Surah Al-Qasas, um these stories are in the Quran. I don't know if you have any lecturer in Nigeria that they do tafsir of Quran, like they explain the Quran in English or in our language. So if it is in Arabic, I have places I can direct you to, but English you can also search on YouTube. Just type story of Prophet Musa and who again? Or you say tafsir of Surah Al-Qasas from verse 14 to where I stopped. You get it there. It is on
Okay.
YouTube and maybe Google. You can search.
Another sister is asking, how can someone enhance connection with Allah? For example, you are praying your daily salat, but there is a feeling that the connection is not strong enough.
You have to keep seeking refuge from shaitan, because enhancing, you keep doing good deeds, you get it, you keep doing sadaqah, because and you keep doing nawafil, the voluntary prayers, you keep doing it. The more you do something that is more, just try and do everything that Allah loves. Search from the sunnah of the prophet, from the Quran, anything that inna Allah yuhibbul muhsinin, Allah loves the good doers. Be a good person. Inna Allah yuhibbu tawabin, always repent to Allah. Are you getting it? So anything Allah said, inna Allah yuhib, always implement that thing. By doing that, inshallah, Allah will love you, and He will make loving Him easy for you. Like me now, it was not, I wasn't like this before. I also used to feel like that I feel like I'm not really active to Allah, or I'm not really being the way I should be. So that feeling alone is also a blessing from Allah. Okay? So you can enhance your love for Allah by helping people, supporting people, doing good deeds, praying voluntary prayers, anything you can just do that, and inshallah, you are also making Allah loves you more. Ibadah in general, Allah loves ibadah. And ibadah is anything, as long as Allah is pleased with that thing. Okay?
Okay, ma. Another person is asking a question here. She says, my question is, how do a Muslimah who has missed Salah after her menses repay it back and seek for forgiveness?
You need to know when your menses stop. If you know when it stops, any salah that comes after, even before taking your bath, as long as your menses are stopped, you need to start counting that, okay, from Salah till Fajr, my menses stop. So if you miss Fajr at that time, you have to pray it. And then, what is the question again, please? And how do
Okay,
you
ma.
repay?
How,
How do you
yeah,
seek for forgiveness?
nah.
Allah is very merciful. He even loves us to seek for forgiveness. Don't see your sin as if it is very big. No matter the sin you've committed, maybe you've not prayed, you missed salat, always seek for forgiveness. And Allah needs your integrity, as I've said before. Integrity. If you say, okay, you are repenting now, yeah, Allah, I missed this salat and I'm regretting it, and you repent, Allah needs your integrity. You are not lying to yourself. You are sincerely repenting. Allah said, Innahu alimun bidhati sudur. He knows what is in your heart. If Allah sees that what is in your heart is not actually different from how you are doing, like you are actually seeking for His forgiveness for what you did wrong, of course, Allah will forgive you. Allah is very more than that. Allah will forgive you.
Nah, Jazakumullah khairan, ma. Okay, any other question before we call it off? Okay, someone asked, how can one have connection with Allah during the period of menstruation? Amazing. That question is so amazing. During our
Huh?
menstruation, how can we have connection with Allah?
With Afkar, dua, Afkar, you don't have to have be free from your menstruation before you do Afkar. Subhanallah, 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 Walhamdulillah. You can do that often. It is also the remembrance of Allah. You can do sadaqah. Are you getting it? So it is Allah that gave you this free time to rest. So there are other ways, other opportunity. Just do whatever you can do during your menstruation. So you don't have to be like, oh, It is only when you can pray you can be closer to Allah. No, you can be closer to Him at any time, any state. Are you getting it? The easiest one is just to do askar. Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar.
Mashallah. So any other question before we call it a day? Sister Hudeja is typing. Okay, please, ma, is it compulsory to cover our body while doing tilawa? While doing tilawa to the Quran,
It
someone
is
is
better
asking, is it
you cover your
compulsory?
body. It is better you cover your body because it's just like etiquette for reciting the Quran. Are you getting it? But if you are alone in your room, it's not like you are committing a crime, but it is better you cover your body.
Okay.
It is
Any other
recommended.
question? A sister is typing since, and I do okay, sister Kude Kudeja. I'm so sorry if I've called your name wrongly. Okay, she said, I learned a woman as wet dreams too. When
Huh?
can one know? She said, I learned a woman has wet dreams too. Like she wants to put it this way, she learned that a woman can also have wet dreams. When can one know they have
Mm.
wet dream and do ghusl like men? Is it is this true and a common thing too? Is this true and is it a common thing that happens to women like that?
Seminal discharge, it is what we call janaba. So if you have a wet dream and you can see the discharge, that white discharge, it is compulsory for you to do ghusl, both for men and women. Yeah. Because Salama, she asked the Prophet, she said, Inna Allah la yastahi min al-haq. Allah does not Allah is not shy of the truth. So she was able to ask the Prophet that can a woman do ghusl if she got a wet dream? And the Prophet said, Idara al-ma, like if she sees the water, it is compulsory for her to do ghusl.
Okay, ma. Someone
I
asks,
also have a video about ghusl on my YouTube channel. In case you are interested in knowing how to perform it, just as
nah.
Sister Mariam has introduced the channel, you can go there and learn how to perform ghusl, both the prophetic one and the recommended one, the permissible one. So they are on my YouTube channel.
Okay, someone is asking, what about when doing wudu? Is it compulsory to cover our head when doing wudu?
It's not compulsory as long as men are not there. So it's not
Okay.
compulsory.
Okay, my son is asking again. She says, why does this feelings weak iman? Why does these feelings weak iman occur immediately after menstrual period? She wants to ask, why does she feels weak in her iman after menstrual period?
How do you feel weak in your iman? Are you doing something different from what you were doing before the menses, or what? So what I just feel about it is that iman, it is normal. It increases and decreases. No one is perfect. So it depends on what you are doing. Maybe after your menses, you started doing or going far away from the normal thing you used to do. So it is normal for iman to increase and decrease, but it is you that to work hard on making it to be increased every time. You need to stay away from anything that can weak your iman or weaken your iman. So you have to do what can elevate it more. Are you getting it? So don't say because okay now I'm in my menses and then you start listening to music. Or now I'm in my menses, you start no. As I've said before, menses is not um justifying doing wrong thing. Are you getting it? So keep up with the good deeds. even when you are doing your menstruation.
Okay, ma. Someone is asking. She says, "What can I do? My prayer has not been the same since I gave birth."
The same? I don't
She's
understand.
saying, she says since she gave birth, she has not been praying, like she has not been observing as salat as she should since she gave birth. Maybe
Subhanallah.
she just.
My sisters, Salat is very, very important, and this is the first thing we'll be asked in our grave. So we shouldn't see it as something light. The Prophet had to be ascended to heaven to bring down the ruling of prayer for us in hell. Are you getting it? He collected this from Allah in the journey of Isra wal Miraj. Are you getting it? The Miraj, Allah ascended him to heaven, and he told us that Allah commanded us to pray 50 times in a day, to pray 50 salat in a day. It was Prophet Musa that told the Prophet that, Prophet, go back and ask Allah to reduce it, because I know our people, they can't pray 50 times in a day. Then the Prophet kept going back. He kept going back. Allah kept reducing the salat from 50 to 40, from 40 to 30, from 30 to 10, from 10 to 5. Subhanallah. Allah, out of His mercy, He made the salah just 5 times in a day. And He said if we should pray these 5 salats, He will reward us the reward of 50 salawats. It will be as if we've prayed 50 times in a day. So, salat is what differentiates us from the Christians. You call yourself a Muslim, you have to be different. The Christians don't pray. Allah even told us no matter the situation, even if there is no water, He said we should do tayammum. We should do the wudu, the sand wudu. That is to tell you how important salat is. Even if you are sick, Allah said if you are unable to stand up for salat, then sit down. That is how important salat is. He said if you can't sit down for salat, you are unable to sit down, then sleep and pray. So salat shouldn't be taken lightly, my sisters. This is the work of shaitan. Don't let shaitan have power over you. Try and thrive and pray about it. May Almighty Allah make it easy for you, inshallah.
I mean, someone is asking. She says, "Please, if a woman is passing out air from the vagina, does it nullify salat?"
From the vagina, while
Mm.
praying, while praying,
Naam, naam.
yeah, because you shouldn't be. Why should you be distracted? This is what we call khushu. Are you getting it?
No,
First of
passing out
all,
air like ma, passing out air like passing out. How do I put it? Polluting through instead of through the anus, then she's polluting through the vagina.
okay, now I understand.
No.
Instead of
Yeah.
through the end, if that is not the real one, I don't think that should nullify the salat. That
Okay.
shouldn't, but I'll still ask about it, inshallah, and give you feedback.
Okay,
But
ma.
to my
No.
own knowledge, I don't think it should nullify salat.
Okay, ma. Okay, someone is asking, okay, ma, in addition to this question, menstruation in brackets, please, what about we that do wake up in the night? How can we engage ourselves in that night? Or can we still oh, or can still be on the bed and keep doing her car? Like someone who is having her menstruation now, what can she do during her tahajjud since she loves doing tahajjud and she's on menstruation? How can she still maintain that connection with Allah?
Inshallah. As I've said before, you can sit in your bed and keep doing the askar. Keep praying. Mashallah. So lots prayers are being answered in the midnight. Are you getting it? So you can just pray, but you don't have to do the normal salat. You can keep doing istighfar, asking Allah for forgiveness. You can put on your glove and recite the Quran. You'll be rewarded, inshallah. So there are many things you can do except salat when doing your menstruation.
Okay, mashallah. Another question. Someone asked, if one forces in air during solar, let me just summarize her question. Her question is, for example, now she's feeling that she wants to pollute, but she's trying to like maintain it. She's trying to keep it. She does not want that pollution to come out, and she's on solar. That's why trying to just keep it. Can that nullify the solar?
No, it won't. As long as it
Okay,
did not come out, it won't.
okay, ma'am. Okay, another question. Can a woman on her menstruation enter the masjid?
You just free yourself. Am I communicating? It would be better
Ma'am.
to free yourself. Yeah.
Exactly, ma'am. Okay, ma. Another question. Can a woman on her menstruation enter the masjid?
Um, you shouldn't enter the masjid because it is najis, and masjid is a clean place to be. Are you getting it? So
Ma'am.
why going into the masjid? Is it for lecture? If it's for lecturing sake, some scholars said it is permissible because you are going there to, because there are some masjid that they do lectures and all that, and it's not like you went there to pray. So in such case, you can actually go inside the masjid, and maybe um you just wanted to take something, and that's just it. It is permissible.
Okay, ma. Okay, someone says, well done, ma. May Allah increase you in knowledge. My question is, some people usually say that only long surah recitations are accepted for Salatul Fajr and Isha. Please, how true is
That's
this?
that's not true. It's obvious it's not true
It's
because
not true.
Allah said we should recite Surah Al-Fatiha and any faqra'u ma tayassara min. Some scholars said any verse. So as long
Nah.
as you are reciting it, there's no specific verse that is connected to the recitation of the Quran in Salat. So okay, what about if you did not memorize the long surahs? Will your prayer not be accepted? So it is not true.
Okay. Okay, the last question. The person says, if someone is yarning a lot on Salat, what can she do?
Huh?
The person asks, if someone is yarning on Salat
Mm.
a lot, what can she do?
Are you, did you wake up and then it is normal actually? Just cover your mouth. Or am I getting the question?
Probably she's feeling sleepy on Salat. Like,
No,
ha, 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 ha.
maybe in some Fajr. Just try and cover your mouth when doing that. Doesn't mean
Okay,
anything.
okay. So another question. Someone is asking, can one wear short clothes under the jilbab while on Salat?
It is possible, yeah. But when praying, your jilbab needs to cover every part that Allah said we should cover, which is from your hair down to your feet. You get it? So anything you are putting on under, as long as what you are putting on top is not showing your body, it's fine.
Mm. Mashallah, jazakumullah khairan, ma. May Allah reward you fi dunya wal akhirah. We so much appreciate your time and
No, as
the
I said
knowledge you
before about
dispensed.
the, I'm sorry, Sister Mariam. I'm very, very sorry.
Mm.
So I think I have two questions someone asked. The first
Okay,
one is about um I forgot actually that I said I'll get back to. Okay, for I think the hair you said from the vagina, I said I'll
ma'am.
ask about it, right?
Now, before that, I think there was one as well, but I can't actually remember. Mm-hmm.
This video is recorded, right?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Yeah, I'll go through it and inshallah
Okay.
I'll send the feedback to you. And the other one, as I've said before, is about the menstruation, going into the masjid when in your menstruation.
Mm.
Some people, even in Kuwait here, if we want to listen to lectures, we go even while on menstruation. Are you getting it? So
Nah.
I feel like the scholars differ on that aspect, and inshallah, I'm going
Okay.
to give you the full opinion about it.
Okay, ma.
I'll ask that, so inshallah.
Nah. Nah, Jazakumullah khairan, ma. Now, someone is asking another question. I think that would be the last question for today. We are sorry, ma. Someone is asking, can someone put hand inside the jilbab while praying? Like she's not bringing out her hands. They are under the jilbab.
Hmm, I have no idea about that too, but I don't think it is wrong. Doesn't mean anything actually. But I'll also ask about that, inshallah.
Nah. Okay, ma. Jazakumullah khairan, ma. I so much appreciate you. May Allah reward us for, may Allah
Oh,
reward you for us because in fact, you've taken your time. You are just so patient with us, with the smile, with the fine face, with the cool voice and everything. Jazakumullah khairan, ma. May Allah reward you and perfect all that concerns you. We so much appreciate, ma.
yeah.
Jazakumullah khairan. Please,
You
ma.
can just ask the questions for me so I can work on them. The three
Okay, ma.
questions. Question and
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Yes, ma. Now, Jazakumullah khairan, ma. The YouTube channel, the link to the YouTube channel will be dropped, inshallah. I've seen questions asking, people are asking about the YouTube link. We will drop it, inshallah. Immediately
inshallah.
after
Yes,
the live session, it will be dropped here.
I'm
Now,
sorry if I've done anything wrong while explaining
at all,
because
ma, we so much appreciate.
I'm too far with the time. So
Now, Jazakumullah
hope
khairan, ma.
I did not exceed the time limits.
At all, ma, at all, ma, at all, ma, at all, ma. Now, please let's drop to ans, reviews, and everything. Constructive reviews for that matter. We know that Jazakumullah Khairan is good, but please, beyond Jazakumullah Khairan, let's drop constructive reviews to our lecturers.
Is even the best of
This would motivate them to do better next time.
Astaghfirullah.
Now,
Thank you, Sister Mariam. I appreciate
now,
it.
thank you, ma. Jazakumullah Khairan, ma.
Can we leave
Now,
now?
now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.